And then I got to pull up my script because if I don't have a script, I'm just going to be rambling. And as you guys enter the studio, you'll see Olaf seated behind his desk, quickly scribbling on what appears to be a standard 3x5 note card. There's basically just this big stack of them in front of him. And they all look like they have like a series of check marks along one side, or at least that's what it looks like as you are making your way in. He's wearing a dark long sleeve shirt, and over that, a teal sweater vest with a collar low enough that the collar of his shirt can overlap. And of course, on that collar, he's got the pins representing your two teams, the Dragonborn on one side and the Honeybees on the other. And then he'll motion for you guys to take a seat so that the pins line up with the managers. This week he gets it right. Last week he was a bit flustered. And then of course the production team will do the silent countdown, and then he'll start his little spiel. Excuse me. And we're back, mech fans, and let me tell you, it's time to get yourselves strapped into your seats. This match is bound to be a big one, but first, some contractually obligated mumblings are required. I am Olaf Krieg, and this is the Triple Press, brought to you by the fine folks of the Donegal Media Group, the Solaris Broadcasting Company, and of course our own Krieg Dominion Media, bringing you all the mech news and mech fights and mech interviews you could stomach, and then some, ever since 3022. Our next match features an interesting matchup that should prove to be just as explosive as any other match we've had, but personally, I'm looking forward to this one based simply on recent comments made by these two managers seated before me today in the studio. First, we have, all the way from the periphery, the number 5 ranked team, the Canopian Honeybees, coming in from a quite unexpected loss to the Drover Crows last week. Honeybees are full of surprises this year, however, and as we've seen in the first 2 weeks, where they've taken possible defeat and turned it into certain victory. Will that happen again tonight? Who knows what that answer is going to be? We'll just have to sit back and watch in order to find out. Their opponents tonight are the powerhouse team, the currently undefeated Luthien Dragonborn, currently ranked 3rd in the league after last week's shuffling of the leaderboards, coming off the win of a very strategic matchup coming off the win of a very strategic matchup against the debutantes. The Dragonborn are here tonight to reclaim their place at the top of the league, but can the Honeybees present sufficient challenge? Here with me in studio are, of course, Darius Matamuri of the Dragonborn and Luke Labrador of the Honeybees to answer that and other questions. Gentlemen, it is wonderful to see you once more.
Pleasure to be back in the studio with you.
Indeed. Luke, I'll start with you. Weeks 1 and 2, your team went out and literally surprised probably everyone with the ease by which you secured those first 2 victories. Against the newcomer Crows last week, though, you took something of a heavy loss. Superior tactics, perhaps some luck. Can you tell us what happened and how that end result came to be?
Well, I'm not going to discount that there was an element of luck in the 2 first wins. However, the training that we had went under had benefited us during those times. The training, however, was a little bit lackluster, and my team, deranged by some of the recent comments, may have been a little bit off of their game.
Indeed, and some of those comments, we'll be addressing some of them shortly. But first, Darius, last week, your cat and mouse game with the debutantes, and let me tell you, a delight it was to watch. In a way, it's a wonder to watch a classic when you understand all the finer points that perhaps at an earlier stage in your life were lost on you. That's the feeling I had watching that. You took the win in that match, coming down nearly to the last moment, but please tell us your side of that story and how things ended up being.
He definitely put up a fight that I didn't expect.
Indeed. Indeed. Now, Luke, in recent weeks, allegations have been made, some truths have been revealed regarding your past and how you came to be in the position as manager of the Honeybees. Clearly, not everyone here on Solaris, arguably one of the more shady planets in all of the Inner Sphere, have had some issue with you being here. Do you have anything you want to add as a point or counterpoint, or a statement in your defense or a refute, perhaps? One of those people, in fact, is seated over here, though I must caution, I'm certainly not trying to poke the bear, or I guess maybe in this case, poke the dragon. But just, calling it as it is, but also let's not get security in here. The words criminal were used at one point in time, I've heard.
Well, I would say, in my defense, neglectful, perhaps. Criminal would imply intent.
Fair
Uh,
point, arguably.
yeah. Were the conditions of my particular manufacturing facility lackluster? Yes. Um, did I force anyone to be there? Not necessarily. But some certain things have happened, and my manufacturing facility was shut down, and certain proceedings had gone. I think the thing was blown a little bit out of proportion myself, but uh, criminal, I dare say, not entirely.
Perhaps neglectful would be the correct term, although neglect can be used in a criminal proceedings. I may be
Yes.
splitting a fine hair here. I'm not sure. Luke, any comments? I'm sorry. God damn it.
Oh my
Darius.
God.
Yeah. Darius, any comments on Mr. Labrador's, we'll say, well, I guess calling it alleged criminality is not really the right word anymore. But any comments on his particular history, we'll say.
A criminal is a criminal,
Fair enough. And I think
neglect or
I'm sorry.
otherwise.
I think coming from the Draconis Combine, where criminality is dealt with in a, well, perhaps a pun is intended here, usually draconian measures, this is not unexpected. I think one thing we can agree on is that Solaris is something of a melting pot, a cross section of a wide variety of various cultures from across the major powers, as well as individual worlds. I digress. Luke, my last question for you. Next week, Honeybees will be taking on the Rock City Wolverines, currently ranked number 9, sitting at 0 wins and 3 losses, not including whatever may have happened today. While this team may easily be perceived as a no-challenge sort of team, it should be obvious that down they may be, but out they are not. What are your thoughts regarding preparation for that match?
I've been watching their matches. Their lineup is adequate. However, I'm not going to take them as lightly as you might imagine. I'm going to bring as much seriousness to the match as possible, and I hope that by then my team will be back in cohesion with each other, and that some of the allegations and information will be have been settled. Um,
Indeed, indeed. All right. Now, Darius, for the Dragonborn, Week 5 brings you into a match against the aforementioned Merrick Industrialists. Historically, this team has been a rival to your own. In exchanges between the two, the Dragonborn haven't always walked away so easily or unscathed, and most recently, a sudden meteoric rise after the Grasshopper round supplanted your position, leaving the Merricks in first place. How are you preparing for this fight, and what can we expect to see from your team when the time comes to face the Industrialists?
We will reclaim our place.
I love Darius's answers, folks. They're always so short and sweet, right to the point, and there's no way to misinterpret it. And there we go. Fans, the buzzer has already sounded, indicating the start of the match is only a minute away. Let's get down to the cameras and the blimp to see what this match is all about. All right, let me go ahead and switch this over to our game view.
I should probably join.
Yeah, that'd be a
Same.
great idea for both of you, actually.
yeah, I just did.
That's okay. I need a second because in my not quite a full-on rush to get set up, because I was doing stuff with some extended family-ish.
Okay.
I need my notes in front of me, so there's that in my cheat sheet, and then I need the rules open on the other monitor. Not that one. Excuse me, that one. All right, first step is, of course, adding 1 free experience point for every pilot and tech for both teams. I've already done that during my setup. So that will take us next, to the midweek events. We'll start with the Dragonborn. And you have selected marketing and training for your midweek events. Go ahead and give me a 2d6 roll, starting with marketing. Let's see if you get any extra monies this week.
Extra monies.
Do I have any bonuses on marketing?
I just double checked, and you do not. I can really quick look at, yeah, because what I have on my notes, and I'm verifying with the spreadsheet, you have 1 fan on a win and 1 gather intelligence.
Well,
Well, there you go.
Just
You're
more
getting
than-
some money and a +2 modifier for your next sponsorship attempt. Give me
Excellent.
give me a 2d3. See how much money you pick up this week from your marketing blitz. A total of 4, not a bad number. Finances go to here, 4, and this is going to marketing. And then over here for a +2. Oh, just all right. All right, and then your second MWE is training. Let's go ahead and give me another 2d6, please. Total of 4, and unfortunately that is
Crap.
no results. Now, on the flip side, the honeybees have chosen basically the same thing. Starting with training, Luke, if you could give me a 2d6, see what extra training results you've gotten for the week. Total of 6. Unfortunately, that is not enough to get anything to come out of it, except maybe some good camaraderie that doesn't really translate well onto the field. Your next effort will be marketing. 2d6 for that as well, please.
Even worse.
And there it is. No results for you. Now, the next step is, of course, gathering intel. Darius, you have a 2d6 +1 for this roll.
What's this for?
Gathering intelligence.
Gather intelligence. Oh yeah.
Ah,
For a total of
7.
7, which unfortunately... Oh, no, I stand corrected. A 7 gives you the pilots and their skill levels. The honeybees are dropping today with Susante, a 2-2 pilot with 3 edge and 1 tactics. Mr. Schwitt, a 4-4 pilot with 3 edge and 1 tactics. And then, of course, Baker, 2-1 with 2 edge and 2 tactics. Would you like to change anything in your lineup, sir? Actually, before you answer that question, Luke, to verify, you have selected to not conduct gather intelligence.
That is correct.
Okay. Now back to the original question. Are the Dragonborn changing their lineup in any way, shape, or form based on the information they have gleaned from their opponent in a not so surreptitious way?
I think I'll keep it the same.
Outstanding. Let me go ahead and bring in your guys' fighting forces tonight and then assign them to the appropriate owners. Because I'm just a standard by tonight. And I'm going to take my team to 0. All right,
Is
if
that
you look,
accurate?
are you talking about the battle value? It seems to be.
Woof.
Now, I think the biggest one is that almost 4,000 battle value on a single battle mech.
Yeah. I mean, he's
that's a
got
big one.
almost 3,000 on a single battle mech, but it looks like that's an assault.
Yeah, that is an assault. Yeah. All right. If you guys could, please review your pilots, verify all the information is correctly added. When you are ready, I need Darius to choose his home starting point first. Oh, I need to change the map. I always forget to do this right up until right now.
Yep.
Instead of doing it before right now. Map is changed.
All right, we're good.
I'm going to assume you're good. We're just going to wait for Darius to double check. He's a little bit more thorough, meticulous.
Yeah, I hover and I see that there's some edge and some initiative, and I'm like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. A lot of the time, that's what I do too. But
yeah,
and
but
there's
he
nothing
has
wrong
some
with
special stuff there. Yeah, he has some special stuff, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, it is what it is. Some people are they want to go line by line, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Not all of us are wired the same, you know.
I'm enjoying being the heel in this particular thing. As much as it is, it's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, no, I enjoy playing the bad guy. I enjoy rooting for the
I'm
bad
good.
guy in movies. All right, Darius, choose your starting point, please. And then, of course, Luke, you'll take the opposite.
All right, what are you taking?
Got the north.
North. All right.
All right, gentlemen, if you could click done, we can go ahead and get started.
Warhammer with a 0-1.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that's scary. That is
That
fucking
is
scary. That thing could just sit there and turret the shit out of you.
Yeah, zero gunnery, right?
Yeah, 0 gunnery.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. How do you allow that?
Hey, they weren't my experience points to spend, but let me tell you right now, the Merrics are looking at it going, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. That is disgusting and hilarious. I love it.
Listen, I think that pilot, no matter what mech he's in, everybody's gunning for that guy just to get him off the field. Not to hurt the pilot, but to get him the hell off the field because he's so goddamn dangerous.
All right.
All right, gents, let's have at it.
That's a good question. I'm just observing the field here for a minute.
Yeah, it looks like some wide open ground in the middle.
Yeah, lots of terrible vantage points
Yeah.
for me. All right, well that'll work out.
Well, the north side of the map definitely has what one could consider the tactical advantage in terrain, with woods, a couple of spots to get some partial cover on, and also generally force their opponent to make them come at you.
Mm-hmm.
Or as we like to say in America, fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I will say that the margin in battle value between the two players of this match were not nearly as bad as the Crows match.
Really?
It was almost literally 2-1 in battle value difference. Something like
Oh,
7,000 to 3,600.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out the battle value pumping as much as
It's
I would have
mostly the
liked.
mech and the pilot skill that
Yeah.
sets that up. There's not much else, if there is anything else, that goes into it. Of course, he's got one pilot 01 and then two effectively veterans. I don't even think edge and tactics really plays into the battle value calculation. He does have that one advanced Warhammer though, so that's obviously going to bump the battle value up from her stock.
Mm-hmm.
We got some movement on the board.
Yeah.
Gonna have some shooting in a moment. Got a spider trying to be all spidery.
Yeah.
Dragonborn have claimed they will regain their #1 position. And then, even more entertaining, regardless of where the two teams end up tonight, the Industrious and the Dragonborn will be facing off against each other next week. And of course, only one team, not an entirely true or factual statement, because a draw can always happen, but only one team can walk away from that fight. And I think that fight's going to be a pretty grueling one. Very much looking forward to that fight.
The Merrics and Dragonborns?
Oh, yeah. Anytime I get a chance to beat the shit out of Darius, I'm definitely in.
Mm.
I'm definitely talking shit to Darius right now, by the way.
Jeez.
He's not paying attention to me. He's over there trying to figure out where best to put that Warhammer. He's ignoring me.
Yeah.
He's learned how to avoid that pitfall of, oh, what's Omar saying now? What's he saying? I should pay attention.
Yeah, I gotta pay attention to where that 0-1 is being put.
Yeah, you do. All right, let me stop talking
I don't think
shit.
he needs high rolls at all. He just
Hey,
needs
what's
to
up?
roll.
Just needs to roll the dice.
Yeah. Might as well just roll 3.
He's got a call or something. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't use it.
Good. Warhammer did get a chance to move.
Not at the moment. I'm in the middle of the game. Playing BattleTech. Miniatures Warfare.
Send him the YouTube link. Let me stop.
What? Yeah. All right, later.
Oh man, I probably should have waited till you finished your call before I said shit like that. See what kind of damages are going to be rendered here.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Yeah, it's probably going to be
If I-
kind of.
if-
It's probably going to be kind of ugly, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
it's-
not this round, but definitely by round 3.
I have an idea what he wants to do, first and foremost, and then go from there.
Well, I'm not going to sit here and tell you how Darius is playing because honestly, I haven't ever figured it out exactly. That's probably why we have such a hard time beating the shit out of each other. I will say this though: if I was playing your opponent, I don't know if I would focus the stalker or if I would focus those 2 little guys first. Because the stalker, if I can
I
place
don't want to give
myself,
him any ideas, but we'll see in a second what he says.
yeah. Because I was about to
Um,
reveal some stuff. He's probably already got half those ideas himself. All right,
Oh.
Warhammer 6 is taking fire. Let's see, Stalker taking fire. What else do we got going on in here? That's about it. Stalker needs a PSR to stay standing, and he succeeds. Probably because he ate a bunch of PPCs. Actually, he only ate 1.
He ate enough.
He definitely took enough damage though. You got some edge being used up because it looks like a left torso with a through armor critical.
I don't see that.
When the Warhammer 7A shoots, it hits the left torso and gets
Oh, okay.
re-rolled because it has a critical possibility.
Oh, I
Which
see.
sounds like it would have been a through armor critical and blowing out some of your ammo right off the bat. That's gonna shit on your day every day.
Yeah.
All right, 97 and 98 favoring the Dragonborn going into round 2. And it looks like the Honeybees have the better end of initiative this time around. We'll see how well that works for them. The Locust, fast-moving mech, is the last mech to move in this round. So hopefully he can capitalize on that.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Away you're behind the couch. My cat was fucking with me last night. At like 12 o'clock at night. Maybe it was 1 o'clock, I don't remember. I came in from smoking a cigarette. And I'm looking around. And normally when I come in from smoking a cigarette, he's waiting for me because he thinks we're going to go play with the little red dot on my son's Nerf gun. And I'm like, all right. I don't see him. I literally went through my whole apartment, every room that my cat could possibly be in, 2 to 3 times before I finally looked behind the couch that I've rarely seen him at. And there he is, looking up at me, wondering why I've got this bright flashlight pointed at him. Like, you little bastard. But enough about cats. Let's talk about mechs.
Yeah.
Stalker, not in a good spot at the moment. Crab, trying to use some cover for trees, or use trees for cover. Well, I guess grammatically it works either way. Warhammers, advancing in tandem.
Yeah. I see what you're doing. Covering that Warhammer's back with the other Warhammer.
Yep.
It's not bad. It's not a bad idea.
Oh, let me tell you about a mech that once took 2 quick draws to the back. That one happened just the other night. because I thought the quick draws. I didn't count out how far the quick draws could have jumped. Oops. Good thing for me that the quick draws don't have a lot of firepower overall.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a couple of lasers in SRM2 for very close work versus
And then back lasers.
Yeah, and then versus a mech like, let's say, the Hunchback 4P that has like 7 medium lasers and a small. Like, you get hit by one mech or the other, one's gonna leave a bigger dent, assuming all of them hit. But Spider is definitely doing what a Spider should be doing, getting into your rear arc and causing a general pain in the ass.
Yup. We'll see how this works out.
All right, here we go. Warhammer 7 taking some hits. Let's see. Got some edge being used up there with a re-rolled left torso hit. Rolls it into the right arm. Spider getting a couple of hits on the Stalker. Warhammer 7 takes a few more hits. And then a couple more hits, ironically, from the Locust. And the Locust eats a medium laser and already is at, moderate damage, but it is pretty much made out of tissue paper for armor.
Yep.
And there goes the Locust, losing internal critical slots.
Somehow the Locust is still standing.
That is impressive because it just lost its arms. And it is indeed still standing. Now the question is what kind of armament does that Locust still have, having lost both arms?
That's a great question.
I'm good on the reports. Okay. Got some melee to take care of.
I'm checking my oh, he still has a medium laser.
Huh.
Interesting.
He is still combat capable. Let's see.
Oh, there it is.
I should not be laughing this hard. And there goes the Locust. Left torso destroyed.
Yep.
No other damages or updates or whatever from my notes, so I am good to go. I think that Locust is pretty much Dunsky.
Yep.
Dunzo.
Yeah, he's gonna be pulling out in a second.
Okay. Well, that kill credit will go to the Warhammer 7A. That is Vamsy, the dreaded 01 pilot. Got some heat buildup on a couple pieces. Looks like initiative is still presently favoring the Honeybees.
Except for the Locust. We
Yeah.
should probably say
Yeah, I guess it's almost half and half in a way.
Yeah.
85 to 94 favoring the Dragonborn.
Hmm.
Mmm. Wow. That was a burst of speed by that Warhammer.
It was. I've decided against it.
Oh, it's a good thing I didn't mark anything down.
Good.
Interesting choice of movement. The crab, but I'm just the outside guy looking in.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I didn't really count what that crab could or could not do from that position, so
Very little.
yeah, 4-6, and he might be a little warm, so. Oh man, sleepy all of a sudden for some strange reason. Nothing to do with the match, of course. I'm just sleepy. Right, because I have almost a full belly of food. Jesus, I can't even talk. Although that's not entirely new. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. All right. I see you. I respect that. I respect that.
I see the spider might actually still be able to hit the crab.
Yeah, but I guess the only thing I can say without giving away too much is, will he attempt to hit?
Yes, that's the question.
Because I have a pretty good idea. I know exactly what that spider's doing right now.
Spider's gonna spider.
Yep. That they do. That they do. All right, here we go. Warhammer 7A continues to take hits, including some internal. And there goes a PPC on that 7A, along with upper arm actuator. So that 7A is now heavy damage. 6K takes some internal. Oh my goodness. Double heat sinks as well. Wow, that 7A just took a beating. And dishes one right back out, hitting with every single weapon system on the Stalker. The 6K fires on the Stalker as well, also hitting with what appears to be everything except one solitary PPC. And all mechs are still standing, but I believe that Warhammer is in a position where it can kick or punch at that Stalker.
Hmm. Just outside of my arc for my stalker.
Yeah. Let's see. Stalker kicked in the leg. Internal structure damage. Bumping the Stalker up to moderately damaged. Locust losing its other torso. It's pretty much a walking stick at this point. I mean, I can't even mark anything except wait for it to die.
Yep. It's got 0 armor on center torso now.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a team manager. Well, I am a team manager for 5 specific teams, but It's not my call, but I think the call should be made on
Yeah.
that little guy right there.
It's happening. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said that last round and you pulled some shenanigans, so.
Yeah, I did. Leaning into the heel roll.
Yeah. I don't know. That seems a little dastardly, but you know, it is what it is. The honeybees being the bad guy. Who would have thought? Got some heat build up on the stalker and both warhammers, but it's still, both warhammers, but it's still manageable. And if my math is right, that spider fired at least one shot and I missed it. Ooh, look at that.
Spider did
Honeybees.
not fire.
He didn't fire? I guess my math. I guess you jumped his heat really high. Let's see. Honeybees are getting the better share of the initiative here, which is a little bit of the. What's the word I'm looking for? Unexpected. That's what I'm trying to say. Years affiliate? Yeah, I guess that's right. This month it marks my 3-year anniversary of when I became an affiliate on Twitch and was able to start taking people's money.
Oh, I know, right? It's great.
Yeah, and you know how much money I've gotten from everybody?
Oh, I know, right?
Not as much as you
feels.
might think.
I know those feels.
I'll be honest. I've received one payout in those 3 years.
Yeah, and it has to be like $50 or something.
Well, there was a time when I first became affiliate. It was actually 100. And that was
really?
my first. That was my first payout. Was like several months later, I got $100. The payout since then has changed, where now it's a minimum of 50.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, not that I paid too much attention to it, because I don't really look at it too often. I think the last time I looked at it was like about a week ago, maybe 2. And I think I'm sitting at like, I don't know, like 46 out of 50. I'm like,
oh wow.
Yeah, you know, maybe in a couple of weeks it'll go up to 47. I also haven't been streaming a whole lot lately because one being the change in my schedule to accommodate running the GTL the way I have been for this season, but also dropping the whole show. So I really only have 2 regular streams, and then the occasional doubleheader or GTL event. I've been meaning to actually start streaming a little bit more with some other stuff for those random nights when there's nothing going on. But I haven't actually gotten around to pulling the trigger on it yet. I've got a couple of different ideas. Interesting. Let's see. What is... Viewers, I apologize. I didn't write down how much extra money the Warhammer needs to be paid to be repaired. 5.
Yeah, it's a special Warhammer.
Yep.
I
Which
just
has
noticed.
which it has to have, because it's a special Warhammer, like in all the other advanced mechs in the league that are being used, they have an additional, they have a modifier, we'll call it, to how much their repair cost is to reflect their special technologies. In this case, extended range PPCs, ferrofibrous endosteel, double heat sinks. Ooh, boy, look at that. We're going to get a kick fest now. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to get 1 kick. That stalker's not going to be able to kick you.
I'm abstaining from moving my crab. All right. I'm fleeing my locust. It's
Okay.
happening. So I'm putting them over here, and then I'm gonna flee them next turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're not gonna eject.
Yeah. No.
I don't think anybody actually fired on that locust this last round. I take that back. The 6K punched him.
Oh shit.
So the 6K will get the kill credit. That will be.
No.
What's up?
I clicked done because I was trying to think about the locust.
You clicked on the wrong mech. Maybe. Done.
Maybe.
Oh, that sucks, dude. I've been there. I had that same problem the other night.
Yeah, it may have been the wrong mech. We'll find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it was the wrong mech.
yep. Darius is thankful, I'm sure.
Yep.
'Cause I know which mech was the wrong one.
Yep.
Whoo, boy, you could have put a bit of a hurting on that guy. I know what that Stalker 3F can do at close range. It could fuck your
Yeah.
day up.
Yeah. I should really pay attention
You
more.
really should. Talking
I've been
shit with me.
I know. I was paying attention.
Here's the truth.
But,
The
yeah.
real heel here is me. Darius paid me $50 to keep talking shit. No, he really didn't. I'm just talking shit.
That's where your $40 is in Twitch.
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. That's how I'm gonna get my next payout. Darius said he's got it if I talk shit and distract you. This is all totally a joke. Anybody that thinks otherwise, please remember, I love a good joke.
Oh yeah. No, I thought it was still the locust, and I was trying
Yeah.
to I was trying to get him to flee, and I guess I didn't know that I had to wait till the next round.
Yeah, you got to wait for your next movement phase.
Yeah.
I made a similar mistake the other night where I clicked done. Oh no,
Mhm.
no, it wasn't firing phase, it was movement phase, and I was measuring the distance from the hex I wanted to go to
Okay.
where the target was, and when
Oh.
I got that information, I clicked done and didn't pay attention to the
All
fact.
right. Let's see how he didn't care about me not shooting. Let's see here.
Well, you know what? It
Uh,
looks like we have a heel versus heel match. So
Yeah. Yeah.
let's
Oh my
see.
God. Left leg.
Stalker loses a left leg. That's going to cripple that mech.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof. Big oofs. One internal structure remaining on that locust, by the way. CT.
Yep.
Oh shit! Susante takes a hit.
Where?
Still away.
2 hits.
Nope, 2 hits.
Oh,
Oof.
Susanti. Yeah.
Yeah.
From the striker.
Susante took hits
Stalker.
because the head took a hit on the way down, and then because the mech was falling in general, he took another hit because he failed his
fuck.
seatbelt check.
Yeah.
And now he's prone next to a mech that can kick him. Woo! The tables have turned.
Oh, I don't think the tables were ever not turned in that direction. What are you talking about?
The tables were never aligned correctly in the first place.
Yeah, I never even got a plate.
14 damage to that Stalker center torso.
Oh.
Yep, that's gonna leave.
Needed a -1 for.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yep, that crab is getting warm. The
Crabs.
or the one Warhammer is getting kind of warm, but he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
And let's see, 58 to 82. Holy cow! Hey, man, he fucked up that Stalker, and you didn't get a chance to answer in kind either.
No.
No,
No.
that
He
sucks.
he froze up. Is what.
Yeah, that's the story.
Is what happened. Yeah.
Yep, that's the story. Oh, look at that! The spider gonna spider.
Yep.
Now the question is, can you stand up the Stalker to get another round of crazy fire out of it before it dies?
Let's see if a legged stalker can get back up in a second.
Yeah, I can. I don't know what your numbers are gonna be.
Oh,
I mean, at least nothing else, your heat will be negligible.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be. That was the plan. That was the plan.
That might be one of my greatest jokes ever, right there. Well, at least your heat's negligible, because you didn't fire a goddamn thing.
Yep, it is at 0.
Yeah, I wonder why. Man, I'm having too much fun over here. Oh man. I guess this is what you get from Omar after he's had 3 nights in a row recording matches.
Oh wow, busy weekend.
Oh yeah, it was. But at least this one I'm not fighting, so it doesn't matter as much. Not to me anyway. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Go, Warhammer, go. He's counting on you not being able to get up.
Hmm.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. Ugh. And there goes the Locust. So the 6K gets the kill credit. Locust is defeated, retreated.
Yeah, so that's that.
And the Dragonborn, in one fell swoop, move up to the leading position score-wise.
All right, so get up, turn around. It's going to require a 7.
There he goes. He got up.
All right.
All right. And now we position the other Warhammer to annihilate the Stalker as well.
Yep.
Oh, man. I'm having far too many chuckles over here. Chuckles McChucklestein. That's my new name. Don't you wear it out.
Oh, it seems like he's going for the crab, though.
Oh, wow. Interesting choice. I guess he may be figuring on that Stalker effectively being dead, and the 7A is just going to finish him off. Entirely plausible, I want to point out.
Yep.
Here we go. What do we got? What are we looking at here?
Oh, I saw something happen.
Oh, it's probably your crab dying, but let's get through this one step at a time.
All right.
Crab takes a few hits, first time in the match. Let's see. 6K losing internal structure. 7A continues to lose internal stuff. Right torso destroyed. Stalker destroyed. Head hit. Uh-oh. ERPPC to the head.
Ooh.
Santi is ejected. No damage dealt. He is still alive by all counts.
That's a boom, is it?
That's a headshot kill. Unless there's an ammo explosion in there I don't see.
No, just a headshot kill.
Nice. That's some unerring marksmanship right there. Who shot that? Was that the 7A? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Dempsey with a fucking across the... Oh, no, that's an up-close shot. Never mind. All right, what else do we got? 6K hitting the crab. CT takes a blast. SRM 6, 3 out of 6 hit. Crab falls over. Pilot does not take a hit. Crab is fine for the moment, but he is about to get a big Warhammer-sized boot to the face.
Yeah, I think this is it for the round. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think
is...
I think the battle value was sitting in the high 50s before you lost the Stalker.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh, crab crippled. Engine hits.
Yeah, and that's gonna bring my battle value to
a very low number, I suspect. 78%
oh my god. Yeah.
of your battle value. So that's gonna leave you with 22% remaining.
Oh, okay. My crab was a little bit more strong than I thought it was.
Yeah, well, he was only crippled because he took 2 engine hits. Everything else internally, other than some internal structure, obviously, was fine. But that, well, I guess not so much now.
Crab was at 31 heat, sinks 16, and is now 24. Needs an 8, shuts down, and needs an ammo explosion. Avoids successfully.
There's no ammo on there, is there?
I know.
I know the program runs the ammo roll regardless. Yeah. All right. So the Dragonborn are automatically going to get 3 victory points off of that win. Let's go ahead and calculate the rest. They killed an assault, so that's an additional 4.
Mhm.
And they killed the light mechs an additional 1 for a total of 8 victory points. For the honeybees, unfortunately, they only get 1 victory point for having participated, basically, for a final score of 8-1. Going to, of course, the Dragonborn. Alright. Next up, we have the fan rolls. Get my rules up so I can be correct in my decision making here. Right page. Alright. Starting with the winning team, Darius, it's going to be a 2d6. Let's see. +1 for the match. +2 for a total of +3 so far, because you are now on a 4-win streak. Was there a mech that was killed by a kick? Was the stalker kicked to death or shot? No, it was a headshot that killed it. So, yep, 2d6 +4, excuse me, +3 total. Go ahead and give me that 2d6 roll, please. Total of 9. That will change your fan number by +1. You also have another +1 fans for your sponsorship for a total of +2 fans. And for the honeybees, it'll be a 2d6, -1 for losing, and now -2 total, because you're on a 2-loss streak. 7 minus 2 is 5, meaning no change in fans for you. So let's see. 1, 0 fans. Alright. Wealth. We have a score of 8-1, which is a total of 9, giving 19 wealth to the Dragonborn and 9 wealth to the honeybees. Now I go ahead and start updating the spreadsheets accordingly before we move on to the next stage. Starting with the honeybees. They are now 2 wins and 2 losses with a total of 20 cumulative victory points. No fan change, no secret squirrel roll change. Finances, match earnings, 9. Yep,
I just
9.
want to say really fast
Yes.
that 20 victory points is more than I had the entirety of last season that we
Really?
played. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. And we're only halfway through the season, so I'm pretty happy.
I mean, yeah, like, listen, improvement is improvement. There's nothing
Yeah.
to be said poor about that.
Yeah.
Was it 14 or 15? 15. All right.
I'll
So 9
check.
winnings, 15 fan income. That's all I can update for you at the moment. Let me go ahead and do the Dragonborn now. Dragonborn are now an unbelievably 4 wins and 0 losses. They gain 8 victory points, taking them up to 35. They have gained 2 fans, taking them from 32 to 34. The super secret squirrely roll is now a +4. Finances, match earnings, 19. Fan income, a ridiculous number of 22. And then I think I put the wrong number. No, I did. I did put the right number there. Okay. All right. Next event is, that's right, it's the draft. Starting with the winning team, you're gonna have some numbers that you're not gonna like. 2d6 +1 for winning, +2 because you are on a more than 3-win streak. So a total of +3 on this 2d6 roll, Darius.
What if I refuse to roll?
Your team will be dismantled.
Ah, damn it.
It'll be broken apart and sold to the highest bidder.
Including the pilots.
Yes, the pilots, their contracts will be as well. 7 + 3 is 10, and that means you need to check 1 pilot and 1 tech. Let's start with the pilots in tier 3. And we're going to change the way we do this slightly. I need to see the roll and be able to call out names individually. Starting with tier 3, Takaram, 3 or less. They are gone. 1d6. And there goes Takaram. That sucks because you've had the Karm since the very beginning,
Yeah.
along with recent losses as well. We'll go ahead and clear this out. Damn, and right before experience spending too. That's
You didn't lose Vamsi, so
yeah, but Takaram has got the history. Well,
I
Vamsi does
suppose.
as well, but it's still a big heavy blow to
Yeah,
take.
yeah.
All right, I need a 1d6 two separate times, once for experience level, once for experience points. This is for your free replacement pilot.
1d6.
Correct. Nice. New pilot is a veteran pilot.
Mm.
And they start with how many experience points? 4 experience points. Alright, a new name will be assigned shortly. Now, same thing with the text. Starting with tier 3, I need a 3 or less to lose Lozano. That was a lot of L's all at once. Lozano is safe. Same thing for Laurent, 3 or less.
What?
Laurent needs a 3 or less to be drafted.
I just lost Lozano.
Oh shit. I was not thinking correctly. You're absolutely right.
I mean, I don't like that, but I still
No.
lost Lozano.
No, the rules are the rules. Wow, my brain was trying to go so many different directions there. All right, 1d6 times, or not times two, but 1d6 twice again for the replacement tech. That'll be a green tech. With 6 experience points.
Can we flip those numbers?
I mean, it sounds cool, doesn't it? Oh, no, no, no. That's 2 edge. 6 experience points. Make sure I did this right over here. All right, that is unfortunate for the Dragonborn, losing some top tier team members. But when you have a team super successful, as the Dragonborn have been this year, it's only to be expected. Starting now, or excuse me, nope, I take that back. For the Honeybees, a 2d6 roll, -1 for losing, and you are on only a 2-loss streak, so no other modifiers. 2d6 -1. 7 -1 is 6. Nobody is drafted from your team. Nobody is currently interested in the Honeybees, despite the wonderful story that is currently being told about this team. Next up, we have expenses. So let's start with the Dragonborn and their mechs. They have 1 crippled mech. We'll get to that in a minute. I didn't write that in my notes. Let me write that down real quick. Strapatopolis. Pasolini is regular, so that's going to be crippled light rank is Christ. 4+. Edge does Pasolini have? Sorry, this is. I just noticed something that I should have called out earlier. 4 edge. Holy shit. Okay, that'll be that for when we get there. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mechs that can be maintained. -3 that went to the field. That'll be a -3 for maintenance this week. 1 mech is, of course, currently crippled. That will be having rolls made for it shortly. Salaries. Pilots, 2 for all your greens and regulars. 3, 4, and 5. -5. We'll get to repairs in a moment. Let's do the Honeybees next. The Honeybees have a Locust that is currently lightly damaged from last week, apparently. We'll be rolling for that as well in just a second. Let's see. Light
It's the
mech.
locust that I wanted on the field this week, but it
Oh
was
yeah,
damaged.
and there's no mech assigned, or excuse me, no tech assigned.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to reposition a currently unused tech, i.e., not one that was assigned to a mech in the fight,
Um,
like Jim Bob, perhaps?
yeah, I guess, because I think I have enough text to
You're gonna have
um
to float them around, but what this will do is your Griffin 2 will be unmaintained for the week, but Jim Bob will be covering the mech that's damaged from last week.
you know what? No, don't worry about it then.
Okay, you want to leave it unmaintained?
Yeah. Yeah, I can just buy a new one.
Okay. All right, so I do need a quick
Yeah, it's the
1d6.
locust.
Yeah. I realize you're probably gonna sell it. I do need a 1d6 plus 2, and on a 6 or higher, that mech takes further damage.
Yep. 1d6?
Correct. 4 plus 2 is 6, so it will go from light to moderate. Again, if you're going to sell it, no big deal other than it's going to slightly modify the very low rate you would have gotten off of it to probably the minimum 1, but it's probably only going to be maybe a 2 on a good day, so no big deal there. That does leave you with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mechs, and you have 3 that went to the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are maintained. So -3. Hold on. My math is not adding up. Jenner is maintained. Locust is maintained. It went to the field. Griffin is maintained. Crab did not. Or Crab did go to the field. So Jenner. Griffin. That's 2, 3, 4, 5 mechs. Nope, 4 mechs. So it is -4. Okay. Slowly losing my mental faculties there. Actually, I've been losing them my entire life. Don't let anybody lie to you. All right, salaries is next. Starting with pilots. All your greens and regulars are only a 2 total. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, you got a lot of people on your payroll.
Mm-hmm. Don't know why.
It's your techs. You have 5
Oh.
techs at tier 2 and 1
Oh,
at
okay.
tier 1.
Yeah.
Give me one quick second. He's probably look behind the couch. All right. So I've already updated. Let me double check. I did put that number in. I did. Okay. Now add up repair costs for the 3 mechs that went out for each team. Warhammer 7A plus 5 heavy at heavy damage. That is 6 for a total of 11. Warhammer 6K moderate damage heavy is 4, and then the spider is fine for a total of 15 for repair costs. Medical cost is 0 because nobody got hurt on the Dragonborn team. For the Honeybees, Stalker, crippled. That's an assault mech. 10 is the cost of that mech to be repaired. Crab, also crippled, medium, taking it up to a 6. And then the Locust, I have it at heavy damage for a total of 3. That means 19 wealth for repairs. And minus, let me double check the medical 3. -3 for the 2 injuries that your pilot took. With your repair costs being higher than what you earned, would you like to skip out on one of those mechs being repaired, or do you want to go ahead and spend it? You do have the money.
Yeah. So basically what I'm getting repaired is the crab and the stalker, right?
Are you planning on later getting rid of that 1v locust that I'm tracking that was in the fight tonight?
Yeah, I don't like that locust anyways.
Okay.
But oh no, yeah, that's right. No,
'Cause
I'm gonna keep that locust. Yeah. I forgot which locust we were even talking about for some reason.
Yeah, so the locust. So just to be clear, the 1M is the
Mhm.
one that you had to roll on. The 1V was in the fight
Yeah.
and needs a 3 to. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll fix all of them. I'll take the loss on that one. I'm checking my roster right now.
Give me one quick second. My son's trying to say something to me. I gotta mute just
Yep.
for a second.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, I'm back. Where am I? Let's see. Repair costs. You wanted to pay all of it, correct? 19? Or do you want to...
Yes.
Okay. Minus
Yes.
19. And then medical was minus 3. And that stuff. All right, cool. And then for the Dragonborn, fairly safe to say that he's going to pay all of his repair bills. Luke, would you like to not repair some of that, or are you paying all of it? I'm sorry, Darius. Jesus Christ.
I am paying all of it.
Outstanding. I thought you would. All right. That takes us up to repair rolls, starting with the Dragonborn. For the Dragonborn, I need some 1d6 rolls. Starting with your Warhammer 7, I need a 3+. You have 5 attempts. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, there it goes. Warhammer 7A is repaired. 6K also needs a 3+, and you have, oh my god, 7.
Oh my god.
7 attempts. And you just rolled that 6, didn't you?
Yep.
Yep, that'll do it. Spider is fine. Honeybees. Oh, no, I take that back. Spider, your second spider, needs a 4+ with 5 attempts. There it is. Spider is repaired. Let me go ahead and update your spreadsheet for that really quick. All right. All your mechs are now repaired. Mr. Labrador.
Yes.
All right. For your stalker, I need a 4+, 4 attempts. Boom. Got it. They put that stalker back together in almost record time. For your crab, also a 4+ with 3 attempts. Not quite a 4, not quite a 4, not quite a 4. Crab is crippled. I need to go on to your sheet and update that. That's not how you spell crippled. That's how you spell it. And change the background to red so it stands out to me. All right, and your Locust 1V. Heavy damage needs 4, and you have 3 attempts. Boom, got it.
All right.
Okay, and then add up the XPs. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go to Dragonborn first. Pilots. Where am I? Okay. Vampsy gains 3 experience points, taking them, her, I guess, up to 19. Takaram would have got 3 as well, but they got drafted. So Hideo, your new pilot, or second new pilot, I guess. I don't know. Gets 2 points. I don't know why my brain stuttered there. Then your techs. Lozano would have gotten some. Laurent up to 8 points now. Papadopoulos up to 14 now. Save that. Then we go to the Honeybees. Their pilots receiving 1 experience point each. That would be Susanti up to 14. Wit up to 17. Baker up to 15. And then your techs. Where am I? Jim Bob. I love the names of your techs, by the way. It always makes me chuckle when I get to yours. Derek is up to 16. Jim Bob goes up to 14, by the way. And then Rusty. He's not a mechanic if his name isn't Rusty. Goes up to 11. And that should do it. Let me check my cheat sheet just to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. Looks like we got everything. So with that, go ahead and switch it over to the other screen. Back in studio. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Back in studio. And Olaf is, I think Olaf has that feeling of, he really wanted the Honeybees to win, but the fact that the Dragonborn won, especially with their dominating performances this year, there isn't much of a look of surprise on Olaf's face. Kind of status quo, as it were, I suppose. Gentlemen, a wonderful match, a great match to watch. I certainly believe the fans will have enjoyed that one. Congratulations, Darius, to your win. Luke, our condolences. But a
No
well-fought
lost
loss.
pilots.
Yeah, no, that's good. Always good that you don't lose a pilot, whether on the battlefield or, as of late, in the negotiating room. I don't know if there's a specific word for that. I almost said courtroom.
I imagine the draft doesn't actually happen immediately. They don't just get like taken. So
No, I imagine they're not going to come right off the battlefield like, all right, here's your contract. I'm sure, like,
I need a shower first.
yeah, right. Take a shower, clean this dirt and gunk off of me.
Mhm.
I think overall that was a good match, though. Darius, you pretty much drove your Warhammers right down into the middle of his formation, split the Stalker off from the others, and then annihilated the Stalker. I am hesitant to ask this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Was that planned, or was that a matter of circumstance?
A little bit of both.
Okay. All right. I can live with that answer. Luke?
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Darius.
when he took the stalker up the side and then he split his other two mechs off, I just saw an opportunity and took it.
Indeed. And sometimes that reactionary thinking is what can lead to a victory, or in some cases, a resounding defeat. It's just a matter of reading the situation. For you, Luke, I gotta wonder, your crab. You have the locust, and perhaps holding it off and striking with it maybe another round later than you initially did might have produced a better result. May not have. I'm armchair quarterback.
He was very aggressive.
Yeah.
He was very aggressive.
But also
I was
maybe.
hoping.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. As far as the locust was concerned, I was hoping to duel it out with the spider more, and hopefully get something going on there. But I saw an opportunity to get the back of the warhammer, and the pilot took it. As far as the crab is concerned, he's always played as a sentry, so I've always made sure that they stay in the position to be able to choose their targets.
And he did. He had the opportunity to shoot at obviously either Warhammer, and at one point even at the spider, when the spider had disengaged and then re-engaged, presumably after it cooled off a bit. Because as we all know, spiders can run pretty hot if you're jumping around a lot. That actually rhymed. Wow. Gentlemen, either way, good match, fun to watch, and I hope the viewers enjoy it as much as well. Of course, coming up here shortly, we have 2 more matches remaining in the week. We've got the Golden Suns taking on, I believe, the opposition. I don't have my notes, and my intern has been gone for over a week now. I don't even know what's going on with them. But of course, we also have the Spirits and the Taurians at some point in the very near future as well. Stick around for that. And then, of course, at this point, the production team, the lights come back up. Production team starts readjusting things and, whatever it is that production teams do when they're not actively producing. And that will conclude the in-character bit, because I couldn't think of any more questions right off the cuff like that.
I wanna try my background that I had set up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still recording, just FYI.
I know.
Okay. Just wanted to, in case that made a difference.
No. I just have to figure out how the hell to find it.
It should be just like a normal Windows browser.
Oh, I see. Image. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can click on images, and then I can go into Blender projects, and then I can click on.
Oh, you're talking about where to find that. I got you.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't look so bad.
Well, the mic is a little bit in the wrong position, so I'd have to be like this a little bit, but
it works.
Here.
And you don't always like it could be more of a, well, I mean, other than the fact that your body's going to be blocking off half the image. Maybe if you shrunk it down a little bit and stuck it more to the other corner on the bottom.
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was going to be on that side because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
actual because if you look, the Honeybees logo is reversed. So I
it
have to
is.
unmirror it and then I
Yeah.
can put it
Yep.
here.
Don't worry. Listen, the first handful of times I used Zoom, my image was reversed and it messed with my head. And so now that I have it, like the image I see on my screen is exactly the way it's supposed to be. It still confuses me when I think this is my right arm and I think I'm pointing at the left screen, but it's not because it's over here. And this is the left, and maybe on your screen it's totally fucking different. I have no idea
Yeah,
at this
that was
point.
the
Now
right to me.
I'm already overthinking it. So and that's
Yeah.
my curse in life. Uh, well, that was an entertaining match. I definitely was talking a lot of shit.
Love it.
I was definitely entertaining myself, and hopefully you guys, and hopefully the viewers too. But that was definitely a fun match to watch, even with my stupid comments. Uh, can't wait to see more in the future. For my viewers, I think I'm going to stream I want to say it's the Spirits and the Nationals. I think I'm going to do that on Tuesday the 3rd, which means that video will come out on the morning of the 4th. And then on the 8th is the recording for our final match of the week. That will be Fohammer and his Golden Suns taking on the opposition. That's assuming I have all of my notes working correctly inside this brain dome. That's always, always, always a roll of the dice to any veracity there. And then of course, once we get through this coming up weekend, we'll get into the post week, or excuse me, the week review. And then for you guys, if you already know what you're doing and how you want to tell me it, go ahead and start spending your experience points. Otherwise, I am going to come up with that little spreadsheet form that I was thinking about doing, because I think after some retrospect, I think the only person that's really going to benefit from that is someone who is inexperienced with this sort of a thing, such as my son. You guys have a little bit more experience than that. This isn't the first time you've spent experience points in this campaign, let alone, generally speaking, elsewhere for BattleTech. So I think you guys, I mean, if you want the form, that's fine. Obviously, no biggie there. But I think really the only person that's truly going to benefit is my son. So if you guys want to start getting, looking at the experience points in the rules, I don't remember exactly which section it is, but the points are, the costs for everything are in there between both leveling up and your SPAs, which are, of course, the SPAs are a separate section. And unless you guys got anything else for me, I think that's all we got. Good match. Can't wait to see some more. Darius looks like he's getting ready to take a nap right now.
Yeah, thank you, Darius, for the good match, by the way. Friggin' headshot, too.
God,
That's great.
Yeah, that was amazing. If
Yeah.
the only way to make that headshot better is if you needed like an 8 or a 10 at long range. That
Yeah.
would have made it amazing. That would have
But
made
even
it truly
then,
amazing.
like, pretty heroic, having a Warhammer just like stomp up to a stalker and be like, no, boom.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm picturing in my head too. That or
Yeah.
the one of those like close quarter, like a close quarter fight with a handgun, and you got the dude that's just like this, and he just brings the gun right up under and just pow, right into the chin.
Yep.
That kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Tom Cruise shit from that one movie that I can't think of the name
Yeah.
of. Him and Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx is a taxi driver. I can't think of the damn name. No, it's not Taxi. Anyway, somebody will put it in the comments maybe. Who knows? All right, gentlemen.
I'll look for it.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to assume you guys don't have anything else for me, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this stop recording button, because obviously at this point I'm starting to ramble quite incoherently. All right,
And
but
it is
go ahead.
12:30 in the evening for me, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna go to bed.
Yep, and not much further behind that is Darius, but Darius is a night owl. Don't let him lie to you.
Okay.
Well, maybe
All right. Well, have a good night, guys.
Maybe a night dragon. I don't know. All right, my friends, we're getting out of here. I'm definitely rambling, so I'm just gonna stop recording. Have a good one, my friends. Stay safe.